doing today? So, updates and story times and all those good things throughout the day. Our sponsored drink of the day is the Lipton Diet Green Tea Watermelon. Not diet, this is just green tea watermelon. I don't know if they do it in diet. They do, it would be really good for me. Otherwise, I'll be drinking them and absorbing the 90 calories in this, because this one is my favorite. It does have the vitamin C that I strive for, so that's always good. But if you'd like to get into where you drink green teas, but you weren't sure if you'd like the taste of them, I would recommend these watermelon ones, or the citrus is a good starting point. So there's that. So, a little update. Hey, how are you doing? Good seeing Crystal. A little update about everything that's gone in. Yes, we are. Waiting till you see this. I had some artwork to share in a few. Kind of letting everybody kind of come in. And if you've seen it, not sponsored, green tea watermelon. I don't know what happened. You remember the sponsorship I was talking about? I do not know what happened, but for some reason. So these are my thought process, so I can see you all better. But that sponsorship happened. I don't know what went down. I don't know the whole issue, but my reader's on. I haven't heard anything back. I've done what they told me to do. I did it. And then I didn't get anything back. And then I looked a different way and didn't get anything. And contacted the person that contacted me, and I haven't heard anything. So I'm going to give them one. I'm going to try to contact them on Monday. And if I don't hear back, then I'll assume it's not a go. I'm gonna do the gnome story to show you the gnomes, and I'm also gonna talk about this myelogram. Give you an perspective now that I've had it. The main thing is waiting time laying on a bed, and I'll explain that in a minute. But so I will be showing the gnomes. Everyone is in love with the gnomes, so we're actually trying. I have people that are out actually trying to find me gnomes. I do need some more clay to make some more mushrooms. Everybody loves the handcrafted mushrooms, but only has so much clay. And they're pretty light. And they're all different, which makes it real cool. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, I didn't think I would get the same thing Friday and Saturday. I just thought I'd jump in those 2 days. I'm okay. Here's the thing we got going on right now. I have been borrowing phone chargers all weekend because mine broke. Story of my life. Something happening, something's going to happen. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Here, I'll show y'all a quick look. This is out my, out my window. Hopefully y'all are seeing something. Hopefully you've seen that. My thing decided to go hey, wow. No, the plug. Okay, so I get back Friday night. The story of the plug, I get back Friday night, and I'm not really good to myself yet. I've had issues with it's been a rough day. I've been up since 6 o'clock, going to the appointment, having everything done. Then I'm supposed to lay on my back and just rest. And the next thing you know happens, my phone charger, my phone is plugged up in the charger because it was dead from being gone all day and being used and stuff. And so I plugged the phone off and it fell. And when it fell, it broke the metal inside of the phone. So now I was able to get the metal out of the inside of the port, which was good, but I lost my charger on a Friday night. So if it had happened that morning, my dad was out and about and he could have brought it to me, but it happened like at 9 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen when no one's around. And so I took and been borrowing phone chargers. So it depends when the charger comes in tomorrow. I also bought a power bank at 6. And when I mean chargers, I'm talking about the cords. So I've got 6 cords coming in tomorrow and a power bank. So that'll give me 2 power banks, 6 cords. That means I should be able to use my light because where I've been sick, I didn't realize my power bank wasn't charged. So since my power bank is not charged, I didn't have the lights for my live stream. And that's just par for the course. So you've seen the glasses now, the 2 pair. I think they look good. Wondering what you all think about them. I can see that's a major accomplishment. I don't know if someone's got on this. So, I don't know what that is. Someone got on it. So I did that. I got the charger. So, now the story about the MRI and my experience. So, you go MPO the night before. Now, I don't know if everyone has to do blood work when they do this mammogram, but because I'm on blood thinners, I definitely had to do it. So I had stopped my blood thinners like a week earlier. So I've been on blood thinners for a week. Then I had to get MPO that night, and so I left too early and missed my morning meds. So it meant I was going in with no pain medication or Lyrica to go start in the day, which those would have been nice to have. Then we took and they drew my blood and they determined that it was safe enough to do the procedure. So once they do that, they took me back in the back where the x-ray room was. Now, I am in pre-op, vascular pre-op for this. They take me back and they fix me. They're real explicit telling me because they can tell I'm a nervous wreck. I never had this, couldn't find anybody else that had a mammogram, so I wasn't sure really how it worked. So being a nervous wreck, they definitely sat there and they explained things a little bit more to me. And so I got over on the table, up on my knees. They put a pillow on my stomach, so I was laying sort of like this. And then they started, and it was just a local, but what they did, they put in the first needle and go, this is going to hurt a little bit. Okay, gave me a shot. Next one, this is going to hurt a little bit. Gave me a second local. And when they're pulling the needle out and putting longer needles in and longer needles in and longer needles. Oh, by the way, it's done by fluoroscopy. If you don't know what this is like a radi. Let me explain how fluoroscopy works. It picks up things as you're going in, like in X-ray, but in a like sort of like a CT, but it's X-ray. And so they're watching the needle go in. It's hard to explain in fluoroscopy. I guess I'll do that in another one. But they're inserting the new needles with fluoroscopy while doing a fluoroscopy. So they're putting the needle, they're putting it further in. They give me 5 injections. Each time I'm filling it. So the first one was the only one that was like pain because it went through the skin. The other ones are more like more pressure than pain. They were still a little twingy. Then she goes, I'm now going to put in the one that puts the dye in your back. And goes, this will hurt. And sure enough, after putting in all these locals in the same spot to numb me as they went down the layers, she hit me with that one, and I was like, and you can't move, and you can't talk. And here's the trick. If you talk, and she made sure, now once you get on the table, don't talk once I tell you to stop talking, or don't move your head, don't do anything, because if you do, you could get the dye to go further up and it could actually go into your head, and we don't want that. So just don't talk and stuff and it won't move up. Well, that's a great thing to say right as you're on the table. And the second locals got in, and that's what you've been told. So still in the position, they come in and they give me, so now they pull out the needle, the dye is in. But now they've got to so they pull out the needle, I'm still like this, they pull the pillow out, so I'm like now flat. So they get my legs pulled down, so I'm flat. And then they go like this. They tilt that table with my head. Well, I hadn't got far enough in the bed when we did it that my shoulders were on like these clamps. So the guy is literally holding me up on the bed as they're rotating it. And she's got her hand, I can feel it on my leg, and he's holding me this way as the bed is moving up and down. And then she says, turn, okay, turn the other way, okay, lay still. Now, here in a second, we're going to bring in the table and transfer you to your bed. So they bring in the bed, they transfer me onto my back. And they get me into the seat. Oh, before they did that, so before we bring in the bed, we're going to take X-ray videos of everything now with the dye in your spine, because it's now in the cap of the spine. So they take X-rays and they take me to CT. The CT takes like 3 minutes. I've been there now since 7. Left here at 7 to catch a bus. Had to be there at 8. Now it's 10. It takes 3 minutes. Then they wheel me back out, because now I'm on the bed that I came in. Wheel me back into the vascular area, which is both procedure and return or go to the floor. So they bring me back in and I'm like, okay, now you can't move for the next 3 hours. And they said now it's 30-degree angle and you can't move for the next 3 hours because we've got to stop it. So for the next 3 hours, I am laying like 30-degree angle. It's sort of like this. And it's time to And so the bus is coming back, and we asked them about the bus. This is what they told me at the bus. They said, what you will need to do is we need the bus to get here so that you don't have to set up waiting on the bus. We don't need, because I was coming back in the bus. And every time I would stand or raise up my head, boom, headache and dizziness. Boom, headache and dizziness. So it originally told me 72 hours, then 48 hours, then turned into 30, they said 36. Well, we did like 32, 33. And we had a therapist here who could get me in a chair to see if I could handle a chair. And I did. I'm not supposed to bend, lift, or actually do any exercising or carrying. So, actually I had someone wheel me down, for the next 3 days. So even Monday, I'm not supposed to. So, I had someone come, it's going to wheel me back. So that's how I was able to do this. Any questions on a mammogram? Full story. I will say, I wish I had known a little bit more about a mammogram. I wouldn't have been as worried. My dad actually came because they were working with my spine, and he wanted to be there in case something happened, so he could be there and not have to come across town. Um, so he did bring his wheelchair, his electric wheelchair, and so I didn't feel, I think even if we known what was going on, he would still come because there was a fear. Um, they said drink a lot of fluids because now you're trying to get the dye back out of your spine. I don't know how long that lasts. I will say I'm still getting a tinge of a headache. Not a major one, but a tinge every time I do it. We'll see. Um, Hopefully I described that good. Foxy Wolf, you can let me know if I described the mammogram good. Um, I think it's the 7th to the pain doctor, and I should get the results then. I believe they'll send a copy of the report here because they have to or I can tell them and they'll call and ask for a report. And if they do, we might have the answers prior. Good, good. Um, Fluoroscopy, I guess I explained that right. It's like getting a fluoroscopy. You're in an x-ray room, and the machine they're using is an x-ray machine. But basically, instead of doing individual films, it's turned on like for a camera so that they can monitor things. So like when they put in my port, they have to watch and make sure it goes into your heart correctly, because you got a cord, like my port is right here. It goes in my heart, so they follow the vein over to it. So those fluoroscopy, they had to watch where the needle went. They just couldn't guess. They had to watch where it went. So it's like an open radiation, and it just follows it. Now, hopefully, if I did that right, you'll let me know. If I didn't, I'll look into a little bit more. That's how I've been explained it in the past. It's sort of like just a open X-ray, but it's usually for things that are done kind of quick that they just have to have exact measurements on. If you usually get them with central lines, anything with a spine. I don't think they do it when you're getting an epidural for a baby. Okay, good. I got it right. So, I'm glad I had that information to share with you all. It'll be like, by the middle of the 1st of May before we know something. And I've been thinking about this a lot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought that's how to. It's just really confusing, but it's a long, long picture. So then I'll get those answers. And this is what I've kind of been thinking. I've been thinking that we know there's an issue because I had the numbness in my arms. We hear the popping, so we know mechanically there's something. There's a physical area that's taking place in my neck. Even moving my mouth, my neck is continuously popping. Like right now, every time I open my mouth, I can feel the popping in my neck. Craziest thing, you all didn't even see the move, and it popped, made pop, pop, pop. So we know physically there's something, and we're wondering if the physicality that's going on is causing the neural. And if it is there an option, non-invasive, or would we have to go invasive to get that worked on? And they don't want to do any more of the neck injections until they see what's really going on. Because I'm having numbness here and numbness into this area of my arm. So this one comes over the shoulder, down and into these last 3 fingers. And this one comes from back here, so it still comes to the back of my neck. I feel the numbness start here and go into these 2 fingers. And this part of my hand and stuff is numb right now. I do have neuropathy, but this is a little bit different from my neuropathy. If it was, and it's different than carpal tunnel because it's not affecting, it's just affecting like random, like the sides of my hand. It's not tennis elbow because it's affecting my upper part of my neck. I have had I have to tell you the story about that one time, but I have what's called a claviculectomy. Someone told me I'm a girl who's a robotic. I'm like the bionic woman. They kept putting metal on her and she keeps going. But we will see if there's something that they can do, either non-invasive or invasive, to make me feel better. And I have a feeling that God's like, you're going to need help for this. And since you're going to need help for this, we're going to wait until they finally get the help you need. And then you'll find your apartment. And I really do think that's what's going on. Because if you think about it, I really have a lot of issues going on that would not, my dad can't come and like help me if I needed some major surgery. Plus, we're going to wish me luck Tuesday. Try to remember my days. Tuesday, I talked with my motility specialist. This isn't a full thing. This is not the channel that talks about medicine, but I will for a second. I have my motility specialist, which is a specialized GI doctor. And they do an emphasis in motility, which is the movement of your digestive system. where I have gastroparesis, they have a machine called an Entera device. And I will go over that I'll go over that Tuesday's blog. But if things work out, my battery is dead in mine. If things work out, we might be able to schedule that. My dad could ride up with me and stay, and we could come back like the next day. And that would also give us an opportunity to see my veneer specialist that I found in Louisville. He actually specializes in those kind of illnesses, and he's a wonderful doctor. And it would be good to see him, let him look around, see if we need to adjust any medications. And then I'm also seeing my neurologist. Even though I live in Lexington, I have some really good doctors that are down there that I'm going to keep. My neurologist, my vascular surgeons, because they work out of the same hospital that does my GI motility, and my GI and so it'll be 4 doctors: my neurologist, my GI motility specialist, my vascular surgeons, and my odor a ton. Can't think of his name, the way his name is, but it's a ENT that specializes in these types of disorders. And I can't think the name of them, but they are very good at doing things. So they're pretty good doctors if you're looking for something like that. So I went in last night. Yep. Cool. Yeah, I think it's important to just share. I'm going to, if you all like these, and I'll do another one next week on Tuesday about the Entera device, if you'd like to know more about that. I was a member, I was on the board of directors of GPACT, G-PACT. I knew it didn't come out right. And basically, it's a gastro motility physician patient accessibility group. So basically, we fought for things for people that have gastroparesis, IBC, IBD. Um, um, God, there's a whole list of them. I just kind of went blank. But I was a member of that, and I have lots of information that I could share about those if you ever want to hear about them. After Tuesday, I could share some. So, a little bit about that. Uh, and if you were watching or got to see the live stream Sunday, I cannot believe I did it. Hey, I'm Bob and Bonnie. So, it was so funny. Last Sunday actually had one of the best live streams, in my opinion. Yes. And that was my patient experience. It might not be your experience about getting a mammogram. For me, it took away a lot of this. If I had seen someone that explained it from a patient's expression or experience, I would have done very much. I would have been much more calmer going into it. Otherwise, I was heightened up to a million. I was threatening it, daring it, scared of it. And the longest thing about the whole procedure is you just have to lay flat. And the reason you lay flat, where at no higher than 3rd-degree angle, is because you don't want to get a headache. And sometimes that won't go away, headache that won't go away, or dizziness that won't go away. Because if you do, you have to get a blood patch, which is a whole new procedure, and you don't want to do that. My fear is always getting infection. So we left it in the Band-Aid an extra day, and we'll probably put a dressing on it again, is what I was told, because we're highly cautious. I'm in a facility around a bunch of people, and when you're around a bunch of people, things can happen. So I'm pretty sure if it's not, depending on what it looks like, if I bruised or anything, we'll probably put another bandage on there. Yeah, I think one of the things other than art that I want to do on this channel is I do want to take away, I want people to see what it really feels like from my perspective. I'm in a nursing home, hopefully not much longer. I'm a very sick person who has a strong head on their shoulders. I have an outlet through YouTube and my blog that I never talk about for you guys. She have 3 blogs. Haven't done anything with them in a while. I need to write. I was looking through some of the past blogs. I probably need to write a new blog, but I got 3 blog channels, 3 blogs that I run. And I've got, this outlet. And so I think it's important to kind of share what it's like from my perspective, because I would say most people don't even know someone that's in a nursing home. If they do, they don't know someone who can talk about what a nursing home is really like. And so that's one of the things I like about doing this. So, other news, and let's get away from medicine. I'm holding on to these. I'm going to show you the gnomes here in a minute. Are you ready for the gnomes now? And then another. Yeah. Um, Thank you for that, Foxy. It does. It helps. I'm in here by myself, fighting this thing, and I just really want people to see what it's really like. These are the true things that happen in this kind of weird universe that I live in. A universe where there's so many people that are sick during the day. They, you have a schedule that's not your control. You have people that you are depending on to continue through your care. And it's something that people need to really think about. So what I was going to get at next is I have a little bit of change of news, and then I'll go back and talk some more about other things. If you notice, I have a brand new shirt on. It's driving me crazy because it's got a wrinkle in it, and that's the reason I keep moving it. I got some new clothes, 4 outfits. What's really cool, they're a purple, this color, coral, a turquoise, and a black and purple. Now, the 3 outfits can completely adjoin with any of the pants. So you can have the coral and the purple and the coral, the what's the other color? Coral, purple, black, and then like the mini green color, the mint green. Like that's pretty sure that's what it is a mint green. Might be blue. It's either blue or mint green. I'll wear it tomorrow and you can see it. So anyhow, what happens is with those is you can interchange them. The black and purple shirt, you can wear it with the black or the purple. I wouldn't wear it with this color. But basically, I'm going to roll back and let you all see my new outfit. I'll take this off. You know, every once in a while, I'd love to know if you can hear me good when I do these rollbacks. But I'll show you my new outfit. Make sure it's shining on me good. Got my wheelchair so I can move around a little bit. And here is my new outfit. Nope. I did have a different shirt on. And I was going to say something that made me so mad. Oh, there we go. See my cool outfit? You can let me know if you can see this. But there I am. And they're culottes. I don't know if I can get far enough back. But they're culottes. So that's really cool. And I've got 4 of these little outfits. Got them in a weird way. They were sending stuff. I'd ordered stuff for my mom. Sorry, guys. I'd ordered stuff for my mom. Thank you. I'd ordered stuff for my mom back in March and April of last year. We thought we had gotten it all. You know, some of it I kept when she passed away. Some we donated to here. A couple of pieces I think one of my nieces took because it was up her alley. And so what I was going to say is we thought we had gotten it all. And then we got 3 pairs of pants and a shirt in the middle of December that we ordered last year, didn't even know. And they were too small for me. They were just barely big enough for Mom. So I sent them in and had enough. And I said, Mom would appreciate me taking that money and buying me spring and summer clothes. So these are out of those clothes. So I got the purple shirt. The purple, I got like 3 solids. And then the purple one has like black and purple mixed in it. It's real pretty. But I'm wear the odd color one tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's blue because the blue shirt's what got dirty. Made me so mad. I'm sitting working on a diamond painting because I didn't want to get Ice Spaceman Dudley. I didn't want to get anything dirty because I was wearing my new clothes. So I was doing my painting, just dotting away. And all of a sudden, I looked down. Well, my hand got, yeah, it felt really good. And I'll get back to where that came from. Hold that thought, Michelle. I got it. Held it over here for a second. But anyhow, I got a little paint on my hand, rubbed my shirt. The paint had to come off. There was water that got on the table. And it must have, where it's water soluble, it must have got some of the paint that was on the table a little back to where you could paint with it. Hit it with my hand if I didn't hit on my new shirt. I was able to rinse it and put it up. So thank goodness. Make sure y'all are hitting the like buttons as you come in. I know I'm seeing just a certain amount of people and likes, so it might be totally different to do that. Now go forward. I show my outfit, and the reason I got thinking about my outfit is about last Sunday. If I get this story out today, I feel like I'm a jumping the guns a million places, but I have so much on my mind. So last Sunday, you got to see the live stream. You got to see both my nieces and my dad. And it was Easter. We had a great time. Um, we ate the traditional meal of pizza and chocolate cake and Dunkin' Donut 32-ounce frozen coffee. About put me over the edge. It was so strong. And if you missed, so I'm there, and that's when I get I've been waiting for the thing to come in, the gift cards where I sent the clothes back. Well, my dad's had it since January, because we mailed the clothes back in December, and I was like, couldn't get it. So what happened was we got it in January. I just ordered my clothes, and I got them Friday. So when I got home from getting, and yes, this is my home, got back home from having the mammogram, I got this package that had my shirts, my pants in it. Isn't that the coolest thing? And my mom said, here. So I just ordered them like Monday, and it took 4 days. If you're looking for a good place to get inexpensive clothes but really nice, Woman Within. You can go online. You can get king size, Woman Within, Catherine's, Jessica London, Swimsuits for All, Shoes for All. There's 2 more. And you can get all those brands, and every size for men and women. You can get clothes, and they're really nice. All the clothes I'm wearing have come from there. All my clothes has come from there except 2 pairs of pants, and I got them off Amazon. But I like these. These are only like $18 a pair. So the whole outfit was like $25 because I got the shirt for $5 because of a coupon. So I was able to get 4 outfits. It was really good. So yeah. But yeah, I came back, and that's the reason I'm showing you my outfit. My glasses. So I am in the nursing home, and what's really cool, this pair of glasses, which is my long distance, so I really can't even read much on the screen right now, but I can see all the way out in the hallway with these glasses on. I got these. Yeah, it always did. I'll tell you a story about that here in a second too. But I got these for free because of Lions. Helps provide glasses people that need them in the nursing home because again you get $40 a month. And the person that made those glasses that used the Lions Club voucher made me my readers for $40. Normally they'd have been like, I think he said 50 or 65, and he gave me mine for 40. Took a whole month. So that's what I'm saying. It's a whole month, no snacks or nothing. A whole month went to classes, and I was able to get my readers, so it was awesome. You're right about new clothes, good clothes, make you feel better. When I was growing up, I was good up in first through 6th grade. I had trouble with some people. No, really, I didn't. Everyone was my friends. I did sports. Whenever my mom was the room mother with the PTA, and so everywhere we went, my mom would have, every time we'd go somewhere, my mom was the mom that everyone wanted to hang out with, so we'd always have 6 or 7 guys that I always went with was on my field trips, that was with me and my mom, and all that was good. Then just like that, 7th grade hit, and everything freaking changed. It's like snap, snap, done. Because what happened was, my friends over that summer had grown up. Basically, they made themselves think they're going to junior high and we're better. We're more middle. I was still having fun. I had a little brother, played games with him. I still played sports. None of that changed for me. And I got real. Oh no. Gosh, I have that. I understand I have that. Oh my God, I hate when it flares up. Do you have a lot of pockets or just a few? Diverticulitis is not a fun thing. And I live in the world of Desi, so I understand that too, Spaceman. But yeah, so I just went from being this real happy kid to down I went with a real hard hit. And when I did that, I basically at that point was depressed. Got into a major depression. And I was getting, did they tell you if it was losis or was it actual itis? Because those pockets are no fun. And if they put you on the special diet, like I believe it's no seeds and stuff like that, so they can't get in the pockets. It's not a no. It's not fun. Okay, all right. Yeah, check out the diverticulitis diet because that might help you also. But anyhow, no, I got real depressed. Okay, we'll keep that up. I got real depressed after I got into school, I was playing basketball and stuff. I just went from up high to boom down the ground. And I was depressed the rest of the time I was in school. Yeah, that's what I thought. Those will take you down faster than anything else with the itis. And what they did was they decided, my mom went and bought clothes at me at Kmart. I had no trouble with Kmart clothes. My friends were too big or too grown for Kmart clothes. Alright, that's fine. Get me clothes at Kmart and heels and Kmart and heels, that's the two places. And I picked on them for it, but my mom I'd come home and there'd be a new outfit for the next day. And that's what I was getting at. The clothes do make you feel better. And my mom knew I was having a rough one. And those clothes got there because it would be something my mom would do for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Spaceman. It's hard when you're changing your diet. You have something you really like and you're changing it. Really is. Really is. If you want a really good, let me see if I can find the title of the cookbook that was put out by GPAC in GPACT. GPACT. I don't know if it's coming out right. For my ears, it's not. But let me see if I can't get their book. It's got a lot of things that can be ate for gastroparesis, and a lot of those foods you can't even eat with diverticulitis. And there's 2 cookbooks. And so they're pretty, they're nice food, but it's bland at the same time. No problem. Give me about 10 seconds. I'll show you what we were in here for. The art reveal. Okay, Foxy? I know you're waiting for this. Look, oh. That little one. And that little one decided to pop off when I got down here. Look at this. Look at that. That's one of them. Here's the second one. Love you too to space for 3. And here's the third one. Look at that. And if you remember for Christmas, I knew you'd want to see it. That's the reason I didn't want you to go yet. For Christmas, you remember me getting the push pin flower thing. I kept all the extra flowers, and I was able to use those. So that's what it looks like finished. I'll show them one more time through. That. These went before I even had a chance to do anything. And what's going on? Everybody wants some. If I could have 50 of these gnomes, I think I could get rid of all 50 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look and see. I know you told me that. That's the reason I was like, Foxy's got to see this. Look at that. And it's like so 3-dimension. And I showed you this one, right? That was cute. Yeah, I have so many people that want one of these, and I've got somebody that said they were going to look for me some more gnomes. I got them at the Dollar Tree. I painted them. They look much better than what I got at the Dollar Tree. They're going to be looking me for some gnomes and some of the houses and the little figurines. And I need to get clay. It's coming up on the 1st, so on the 1st I can order my clay and get my clay here. And I can't wait because the response on these reminds me. Oh, thank you, Foxy. Your package is sitting here. I forgot to carry it out on Saturday. So my dad is supposed to be picking me up one day this week to go looking for apartments and just get me out of here for a little bit. And when he does, I will mail your package while we're out. So I'll make sure it gets there. And you're gonna have a couple extra things in there as a surprise. All right. Bye. See you later, Foxy. All right. So, um, yeah. No, like I was saying earlier, I think it's important to share things about different, um, different procedures, different things, so that you can have, you can share, and never know, someone might stumble across a blog or YouTube and go, that's what I have. And I'm going to make sure that I put hashtag or hashtag CT Myelogram into my description of this. So if anyone asks, they have the live stream to go through. Um, Now, what else I was going to... Oh, I was going to say something. Yeah, something else we talked about earlier, too, is that this is a real big outlet for me. It's a time for me to be able to share my emotions and thoughts. And I don't think people really know what it's like to live in a place like this. Um, if you ever watched with COVID, when they were comparing the rates, especially here in Kentucky, the groups of population that was getting it the fastest, nursing home patients, because they're all usually elderly and disabled in some form, in jails and prisons. Like, it was going through the prisons and jails like lickety split here. I assume that was happening everywhere because you're letting people in there. Yes, and I'm gonna promise you all, as soon as I get out of here, I'm doing a vlog at Buc-ee's. I live about 30 miles, 30 minutes from Buc-ee's. I will be there. There will be a vlog. Uh, I'm going to be later than anybody else because I'm still in here. But yeah, 30 minutes. I live in Lexington. So I live in the metropolis of Lexington when it comes to Richmond. Richmond's getting bigger. But yeah, Lexington is gigantic compared to Richmond. Um, and I do want to go to Buc-ee's. Something I was going to do, I've talked about doing a meetup. My dad last Sunday, and two things. Last Sunday during the thing, my dad decided to give a tentative date for the meetup because he wants to go there with his car, and we're going to go over his car in another video. Because what happened to last Sunday's video or live stream, accidentally pushed delete, and so edit, because I don't know what I'm doing, but every time I do a live stream, I have to go back into settings and do public or people can't come in. It starts as public so all of y'all can find me. Yeah, that's where I live. Yeah, I live in the, like I said, the big city of Lexington. Now, Spaceman, I forget where you're at. I've seen it, but I can't remember. Yeah, hopefully when I get out of here, there's two things. Like I said, um, so tentatively we're going to go then. At the meetup will be the week leading up to Rod Week, fall meetup. Um, that's as if I'm out of here. So still can't make that a guarantee until like 2.5 months early. We might have to get a hotel in the middle of, or a cabin somewhere if they still have one. My dad, it was funny, he announced it. Um, we are going to have a video the next time I go up. We're going to do a live stream. Let my dad formally talk about his car. It was really good. He was excited. He was talking about his car, and then boom, I accidentally took down the live stream. Transylvania University's lacrosse team have been exceptional. They won last week 20-1. Okay, yeah. You're not that far away either. Um, I like Bristol. Of the Tri-Cities right there, I think Bristol's my favorite part. Driven through there many times. Uh, I just took a blink a second. Yeah, I am going to get him to do that video, and then you'll see more about his car. It's my Brad's pride and joy. Um, Transylvania, as I was talking about last week. And on Saturday, they won 20-1. This weekend, they won 21-2. So both weeks, they won 19 points above the other team. Is that not insane? Absolutely crazy. And she got to play. She's a defense person, and she got to play last week most game, this week most game, and she helped with a few things to make them go to the win. So that was awesome. It's really hard that she's defense, because we don't know most of the things that she does. Because when you're in defense, you don't get the highlights and the flashlights. They don't say go or anything like that. They might go assist if the guy's counted for an assist, but block. But there's much more go and assist and stuff at that far end of the court than up at the other of the field. Excuse me. I'm learning my terminology better. For lacrosse, it's field, not court. Um, it, I recommend any one of you all, if you're looking for something interesting to watch, it's a lacrosse game, because it makes absolutely craziness how it takes place. And if you haven't seen it, they have these sticks with a basket on it and a ball that's just barely a little bit smaller than the basket. And they're whipping this ball out of this basket. And people are catching it midair and whooping it to somewhere, another area where they catch it. And they're sending it to another area and catching it. Blows my mind. I mean, I've seen field hockey. That's tame. Rugby, you can at least see the ball. It's tame. There is collisions. I guess soccer, not rugby. Rugby is like violence. If you ever, I mean, rugby is a rough sport. That's the reason it says rugby, because it's roughy. We had a team up at DKU when I went to school. It's a rough game. Oh my goodness, rugby is. But like soccer and field hockey, you're going to have those times when you bump into each other. But imagine you just got this little ball and this stick. And you're ricocheting it around. And with lacrosse, you're using an L-shaped stick to run. And with soccer, you're just using your feet and your head. But the same rules go on who can go down the court, the field. And since she's defense, she can't cross over unless she has got the ball before she hits the center field, and she can run down. And as soon as she passes the ball, she has to hightail it to the other end because she can't stay on that side. She can only come that side when defense, there like 3 or 4 players. None of them can cross over into the field where the offense is taking place unless they catch it and run it down. Then if they throw it to another person on that side, they're done and they got to get back. So I watch her games on the computer. They have the thing I've seen that's been really good is it's college sports. They don't allow people to talk bad about other teams, so they keep the parents in check during the lacrosse games. And if you don't know it, lacrosse is actually a Native American sport. So we always say she's a natural at lacrosse because it's a Native American sport. Um, and then, so I want to go to one of her games, and and just endure. I mean, just soak it all in, not endure, but soak it all in, and be able to participate in cheering for her. And then I want to cheer for my oldest niece, who's made the decision she's gonna go straight from all the way through with her master's program. She's got 1 year left in college and for her bachelor's of science, and she wants to go straight in for her master's degree in social work. So it's really cool. Um, I'm not sure what kind of area she wants to go through, but that's what she wants to do. My other niece is in pre-med, so she's studying pre-med, so she got a while to go. She hasn't played any basketball, but she's still in physical shape. So here's the kicker. She cannot play lacrosse for another team for 1 year if she transferred, because you can only play a total of 4 years. And that fourth, you could play that third and fourth game in each. It would be out 1 year. She can move to any team on the fourth year, so 1 whole year setting down. But she's also a basketball player, and she hasn't played any basketball. She's pretty good at basketball, and she's keeping up that training while she's been in college because of lacrosse, and she takes it on her own to keep active in basketball. And so she could do the 4 years at lacrosse at Transy, and then 4 years at UK at the basketball if she wanted, if they wouldn't put her on the team. So that's something she always keeps in her mind, that she can get 4 years. So I've been on here over an hour. I appreciate y'all coming in just listen to me talk. I need to get me a sheet of where I want to start. I want to talk about the amalgams and show the gnomes, and that's what I came in here to do. If you haven't seen the gnomes, I'll show them one more time, because I'm going to be getting off here in a minute, because it's close supper time. I'll show you the gnomes one more time. Here's this first one. I can't wait to get the Potter's clay. Makes for the more of the mushrooms. Makes more of the mushrooms. That in here. And then the last one. Oh, we have bingo today. And I won bingo. And look what I got. I think this will be a perfect abandoning bag. See how big the bag is? And I believe I can show you. Look at this. I can slip in something like this. Slip this in. Something like this. Where you wouldn't see it. And then I could sit down, pull the bag off, and leave it. No one see. So I think it's really cool that I got. I won, and so I got this little travel bag. The other bag works perfectly, except it wouldn't do the pictures that I made. The pictures I made, I've been abandoning those. Uh, I wouldn't abandon those, but I didn't have a way to carry them. Okay, Spaceman, I'll talk to you later. Just thank you for stopping by to my crazy live streams. Oh, I will. You too. Hopefully you feel better. I'll catch you tomorrow if you're around. If not, that's okay. So yeah, I thought that would be perfect. Um, so I could put the pictures, the paintings, because I've wrote the paintings, I've tied them, I got the cards to put in them when we're abandoning them, but I did not have a bag. So with them tied real fancy, I think the people will like them. For Mother's Day, I think my dad is going to try to come get me for Mother's Day, and we're gonna go to see my mom's grave, which none of us has been to yet. It should have her tombstone on it now, and we want to go, you know, to my mom's. Might be abandoning some of those paintings near where where the cemetery is. Take her some flowers and abandon some of the paintings in nearby businesses, which would be really cool. So, any questions from you guys? I know I've been talking about a million different subjects. Hopefully not at a million times the speed. I've just been really excited about having enough stuff to talk about. So, I'll wait and see if y'all have any questions or anything that you want to ask. I'm pretty well booked. I do have a couple more reveals to do. I haven't quite gotten the courage to do those, but I think it'll be brave of me on one of the reveals if I can do it. We'll see. But anything, yeah. So if it works with the rod run, and we'll know more. I'm hoping to get some of you guys there for the meetup. And just more of a small channel meetup or just friends and family of urban adventurers who want to take time to meet up. I'm going to try to see if it's a time my nieces can get off from school and come, or not have classes that and can come down and stay with them. But I'm gonna head out of here. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. And remember, you are special. Do something special for someone else. And as always, happy abandoning, guys. Take care. I haven't walked out because I know sometimes people go, well, Michelle, you click the button and you're gone. So I thought I would do this after sign off. You like that? I got to think about one other thing. If you get a chance, let me know if you got an idea. I'm trying to come up with an idea. There's one last thing. I went on Iraq. I made a comment to do support of a nursing home. Ask if you got an idea where we can make that a big thing where they can see it and maybe taking or accept the come to a nursing home idea, let me know. Or maybe you and I let's do a nursing home. I'll talk about that more in the next one. And I'm like, for real this time.